Democratic Republic of Sports. The Sportsocracy with ESPN Asheville hosts Tank Spencer and Jeremy Greene.
And welcome into the Sportsocracy. I'm Tank Spencer. Jeremy Greene is alongside, and we are in the Wicked Weed studio, wickedweedbrewing.com. Drink different. It is a Sunday morning, week 7 of the NFL season, and we've got all of your fantasy questions lined up here, or get them lined up, I guess I should say, as we get you prepared for the day's action. Today, I mean, all of the talk is surrounded around the Kansas City-Tennessee game. Fantasy speaking?
Yeah, you do have to turn my microphone on.
No, there you go. There you go.
It's hard to hear me off yours.
Yeah, I mean, the Kansas City-Tennessee game, everybody's expecting the biggest shootout of the shootouts and wants every part of this game. And I can't say that they're wrong.
They're not wrong, but you're undervaluing other games on this slate. This is not the only game that's going to have fantasy ramifications.
No.
And it seems like people think that, and I don't know why.
Right. Well, when you're setting your DFS lineup, especially, it's hard. It's hard to look at a game that you go, I don't see a path for this game not to be 36-33 or something of that iteration and not have a piece of it.
Are you saying you don't see a path that it goes that way?
I don't.
Oh, I do. Oh, I 100% see a path that it doesn't go that way.
You see a path where this is what? A slugfest?
No.
Okay.
No, not necessarily that. But what do you think is going to happen for Tennessee?
For Tennessee, they are going to run the ball at will.
Mm-hmm.
And,
which does what?
Huh?
Which does what?
Which grinds the clock.
There you go.
Yeah.
Because their goal is going to be keep the ball away from Pat Mahomes.
True.
They don't want to score quickly.
True.
To me, this is – look, I'm not telling you to avoid this game. I'll give you a DFS lineup later that has 2 players in this game.
Right.
I'm just saying I feel like people are running away from every other game on this slate, and that's dumb to me.
Well, I mean, you shouldn't run away from every other game.
I'm seeing DFS lineups that have 5 players in this game. And to me, that does not make a whole lot of sense.
Okay.
There are pieces I like.
When you overload on one game, what's your biggest risk?
That you're wrong. That you're wrong, and Derrick Henry has 200 yards rushing on 34 attempts.
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee runs a total of 65 plays. Ryan Tannehill throws it 25 times. They sit here and go between the 20s.
Okay.
And touchdowns are not as plentiful as you think. Because I could see a path where 3 or 4 field goals are kicked in this game, which would greatly bring down the total.
Right. I don't know. It's hard to get away from, but here's the thing. There are so many other teams in crush spots that, no, you're correct. You can't ignore all of the other games. I mean, you look at the games that you think are going to get out of hand. Tampa Bay and Chicago. You need to have some piece of that game, and I can't get away from it's Chris Godwin.
I don't agree with you.
Which one do you think it is?
I don't agree with you that I want anything to fucking do with that game.
Why?
Because it could be fact or fiction. There's a possibility the final score of that game is 17-7.
I mean, I think it's narrow.
It's a bad offense against a good pass rush. It's a good offense against a good defense. Good pass rush. Shouldn't say good defense.
Right.
There is a possibility that Tommy doesn't come out and throw for 340 today. I could see a path that this is a Lenny Fournette game. By the way, I like Leonard Fournette a lot today.
Right.
And this is not that's a game. Look, I've looked at it. I like Allen Robinson to a point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to shoehorn him in lineups, and he's 5,100 on DraftKings. That should tell you everything you need to know. If Allen Robinson can be in a game where he's playing against a secondary who's going to defend him? I'm asking you, Buccaneers fan, who is going to line up on Allen Robinson?
I don't
Name
know.
any corner.
Ross Cockrell?
Ross Cockrell's like the 4. So who is the best corner that you are going to play today?
Don't
die.
Sorry, that was a big one. I don't know. Jamel Dean?
That's who I was looking for.
I mean,
if
but
you
he's
had told
coming
me
off an
before
injury.
this-
It's like,
I don't care. If you'd have told me before this season, I'm going to get Allen Robinson for 5,100, I do not give a rat's ass who the quarterback is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get him for 5,100 against Jamel Dean. What would you have said his roster percentage was? 90?
maybe.
You know what it's going to be? 5. And I'm not sure that I still am not sure that I want it because there's 2 cheaper receivers that I like exponentially better.
Okay. I don't know. I did.
That's one of those game script games
To
that
me,
I'm looking
that's-
at going, I feel like my brain is telling me everything I need.
I don't know. To me, that's such a narrow possibility for that game.
But it's not. It's not. That Chicago team is not good, but they can
right.
get after quarterbacks.
True.
Jalen Johnson is good enough to deal with Mike Evans.
Yes.
Then you get Chris Godwin, and but he's been terrible. In large part, he's been terrible compared to what you thought he would be.
I don't know that it's been terrible. It's
By
just that he
comparison.
hasn't but he just hasn't had the target share that he had last year.
And so what's going to change that?
I think the
Leonard
fact that
Fournette had 22 carries last week.
the fact that Gronkowski's out, the fact that Antonio Brown's out, that's going to
What of those
affect his
things
share.
has not been the case for the last week, 2 weeks?
Right.
That's not new. I see a lot of people running to go get Chris Godwin, and I'm like, I don't quite understand why. I
Because
don't understand what it is that you're seeing.
Because because we believe that Tommy's going to come out and he's going to take advantage of a bad secondary. Jalen Johnson is good enough, as you said, to keep Mike Evans in check. Mike Evans has a problem when he goes up against really good number 1 corners. So everything stacks up to, okay, if it's not Mike Evans, then it's going to be Antonio Brown or Chris Godwin. Well, one of those is out of consideration now. It's got to be Godwin.
They played 6 games this year. How many times does Chris Godwin have more than 5 targets?
3.
It's 3.
Yeah.
It's 3.
Right.
That's it.
I know. But I'm saying I think this is the Chris Godwin breakout game.
See, and I don't. I don't, and I feel like Vegas is trying to tell you that. Because that game started at a 49.
Right.
Over-under was 49. You know what it's done every day since?
Drop.
Go down. All right, so it's just think about what Vegas is trying to tell you. All right, so this is an 11.5-point spread. So the spread's getting bigger. The over-under is going down.
Right.
What is Vegas trying to tell you? This game's not going to be close. It's not going to be close, and they're goading you into betting the over. Because they think, if you see 47 in Tom Brady, you'll go, well, fuck my cats. I got to do that.
And it very
And you
well could.
don't.
It very well could end up being a 38-3 ball game, and you lose.
And say, I don't think it's that. I think it's way more likely this game ends 24-7. I think that is the most likely scenario for how this game goes.
Stephen Tow's asking in the comments, Allen Robinson over Michael Carter today in the
Yes.
flex spot? Absolutely. Absolutely, because, again, Jamel Dean. I mean, I get Justin Fields is not good. We understand that. We're all on the same page with this. However, it is the worst pass defense pretty much in the NFL. If they're not the absolute worst, because I think Washington is the worst.
Washington is the worst.
The Bucs are in the bottom 4. I still think Justin Fields is going to be able to find his receiver today.
If you take away the Rams game, how many times have the Bears given up more than 24 points or more than 20 points this year?
I don't know.
It's once. It's one fucking time. That's it. This team does not give. There's this narrative that this defense is so bad. It's not.
It's not that bad. No,
It's
you're
not.
right. They're top 10. They're top 10 in like yards allowed and points allowed. I think the only thing that they're bad against is the run, which you already said it, Leonard Fournette.
I like Leonard Fournette a lot today. And he is about the only piece of that game I want. And trust me, I sat there and looked at Allen Robinson until I was blue in the face, and I never could find a way to get there.
Right.
It just didn't make sense.
Would he be your number
tell you-
one? Would he be your number one wide receiver from this game?
Yeah.
I disagree. I just completely disagree. I got this feeling about Chris Godwin today.
He's the number one receiver in this game, and to me, it's not really all that close. As I've sat here and thought about it, it's not really all that close. Because if I told you, all right, so you're dead set on Chris Godwin. If I told you it was Tyler Johnson, would you be shocked?
Oh, yeah.
You shouldn't be. And I got news for you. People that do what I do, they're drunk on Tyler Johnson.
Drunk on him.
Now, for me, there is one very cheap receiver that is a free spot on the board. So I don't need to do Tyler Johnson.
Okay.
I don't need to do any of that shit.
Okay, who is it?
It's Rashad Bateman. Rashad Bateman is a free spot on the board. If you're playing DraftKings and you don't play Rashad Bateman today, you fucking did it wrong.
Who are they going to put on him?
I don't care. I do not care.
Well, now wait. We were talking about this game earlier, and I thought you said you were on Hollywood Brown, or was that somebody else?
No, I said I'm off Hollywood Brown because they're going to throw Jesse Bates over top of him. They're not going to let Hollywood Brown beat them deep.
Right.
I don't hate Mark Andrews today. I don't hate him. I don't love him. But then I look at Rashad Bateman and go, so you played one game. Your target share was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't think that's going to go up? Oh, yeah. And you're $3,400 on DraftKings. He had 6 targets last week. In a game where Lamar Jackson did not throw the ball that often.
Right.
He had 27 attempts. His target share was damn near 25%. In a game that they were slaughtering the LA Chargers.
Right.
What do you think is going to happen in a game that's close? Against a team that actually can stop Hollywood deep.
Mm-hmm.
And can stop Mark Andrews.
Okay.
They did fine with Hollywood. They struggle with Mark Andrews a lot.
Okay.
I love Rashad Bateman is a free square on the board. And Stephen Tao may or may not agree with that. He said he's going to go ham today. That's our resident Baltimore Ravens fan.
Right.
Yeah. When in doubt, trust the fan of the team.
All right. So
I love Rashad Bateman today.
Bateman is the cheap play of the day.
If you're getting ready to ask me a question about, hey, I have this guy who's hurt, go check your waiver wire. And if Rashad Bateman is available, go pick him up and play him and do not think a second thing about it.
Okay. It's a very strong statement.
There are very few, no doubt, cheap guys today.
Right.
And Rashad Bateman is my number one with a bullet.
Okay. All right. Since Waller is out, Rob Johnson is asking, Zach Ertz or O.J. Howard? I would go Zach Ertz. I know O.J. got more involved in the offense for Tampa last week, but
I mean, I would go O.J. Howard.
Again, the Bears' defense,
personally,
they're not as bad as you think.
I would rather go Gerald Everett.
Okay.
Although, I'm going to tell you this because I have so far not heard anybody talk about this. There is a possibility that tomorrow night, Saints Seahawks is going to be in a deluge. So if you have any player in that game, you should be really nervous for one reason. And Jonathan Welch, I've seen him in the comments. He can verify this. When it rains in Seattle, for whatever reason, that field turns into a fucking skating rink for anybody that doesn't play on it.
Right.
By the way, I love my pick of Seattle tomorrow so much more now that I've said it's going to pour.
JT Money's asking Najee Harris or Eli Mitchell. Well, Najee Harris is on a bye, isn't he? The Pittsburgh Steelers are on a bye this week.
Sorry, I'm thinking of Damian Harris.
Right.
That's it. Got to be who he's asking about. Damian
Okay.
Harris.
All right.
Yeah, because if it's Najee Harris, the answer is whoever else, because Najee Harris is sitting at his house right now.
Right. That's what I was thinking.
But Damian Harris is a half-ass play today.
Mm-hmm.
I can't go full-ass, but he might be half-assed.
Oh, yeah. He says, Damian Harris.
Yeah, I assumed.
I wanted to make sure. It's like usually the website will have like a little thing that tells you he's not going to have anything this week.
Well, they all have that.
Right.
Stephen Tao asked Damian Williams or Devante Booker.
Oh, wow.
That is poopy. Is neither an option? Because actually, it's Damian Williams. Because I will tell you that here's one thing that I will forewarn you of. So Tampa Bay's great against the run, right? They're the best team in the NFL.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what they allow a lot of?
What?
Catches by running backs. I think they're third worst in the NFL against receiving backs.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's Damian Williams by a great deal. Rob Johnson, Jacoby Myers, Michael Pittman, or Devante Smith. I would have them in the order you said it in. I hate Devante Smith today because he's going to catch Casey Hayward. Now, there is a piece of the Eagles that I like a great deal.
You do?
Dallas Goddard.
Okay.
It's my number one tight end. Number one tight end today.
Okay, why?
And that's per dollar. Anytime I say that, I'm talking about DraftKings. Obviously, if you've got Travis Kelce, you play Travis Kelce.
Mm-hmm.
If you have Dallas Goddard, this is the week.
Oh, Mr. Tight End Whisperer, please do tell us why.
Dallas Goddard's target share with Zach Ertz in the lineup was 11.9%.
Mm-hmm.
Zach Ertz's was 14.3%.
So you think it goes to 25?
I could honestly see it, yeah.
Wow.
Jalen Hurts loves throwing to tight ends. You know why? Because he doesn't have a very good arm. So throwing to the outside is difficult.
Right.
I will give you as many guesses at this as you want. Name me another tight end on the Eagles depth chart right now.
Oh, I can't do
Anyone.
it. I can't do it.
I had to look it up for a second time because I've already looked this up once.
That's how memorable the names are?
Jack Stoll is the backup.
Nope.
Richard Rodgers is the third.
Nope.
And I'll be honest with you could see a little bit of Richard Rodgers, but not enough to matter. Dallas Goddard is my DraftKings tight end today.
Didn't he have like one pop week 3 years ago with the Green Bay Packers or something?
Yeah, he tried to be a real boy and he's not.
Right. Okay.
That's just how it goes. I mean, today is a Dallas Goddard day, no doubt. Today is a good day to play Dallas Goddard in fantasy football. Since I'm not going to get to do the Deshaun Watson thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a thing.
It's dead.
It's dead. Yeah, it's dead. I'm tired of talking about it. I'm not getting fooled again.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not getting fooled again.
I got you. Yeah. It's amazing how all of that just dissipated just immediately.
Yeah, just that's what it does.
Into the ether. All right. You ready to go game by game?
We can do that.
Game by game plays. We've already said Rashad Bateman for the Baltimore Ravens.
Is that the game you want to start with, Baltimore, Cincinnati?
Yeah, I've got them up on your screen over
you
here.
do. You do, don't you?
Yeah, we'll go in exact that order. We are going by the Bet Us chronological order, betus.com. Use the promo code Sportsocracy when you make a deposit. They'll give you a 125% deposit bonus for using our promo code, so we encourage everyone to do so, and you can do that up to $2,500.
Oh, yeah, just since we're talking about Bet Us, I want to look directly in that camera and say this. Fuck NC State. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Did they blow the parlay or something?
They blew an 8-team parlay. Thankfully.
That was the only loss?
Yeah.
Oh,
thankfully, experienced gambler, I saw it coming, and as soon as they kicked that field goal, I knew the money line would move, and I hedged the shit out of it with my hand.
Good for you.
My wife, I had to explain hedging to my wife. She was like, why would you not just let that ride? Because I see how this is going to go.
Right.
And it leads to me looking like the Monopoly man when you go bankrupt.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. Sorry, Patrick Holt, but the that Wolfpack going Wolfpack.
Yeah.
Always.
That's what they do.
Yeah, exactly.
They blew a fucking $1,000 hit for me.
Oh, man.
And everything else went right.
That is awful.
Fresno State went right. BYU. Money line. I feel like from now on I should only give money line plays. I'm tired of betting against the number.
You just don't like the spread anymore?
No. I never. Nobody likes the spread.
Well, of course not.
It's much easier to just pick winners.
But it's the game inside
BYU,
the game.
Yeah, BYU. Fuck BYU.
No, playing against the spread to me has always been, that's the next level play.
Justin Parton said I missed a 4-legger because of Clemson.
Oh,
and Clemson sucks.
I tried to tell you.
God,
I tried to tell all of you.
Well, I'm telling you, they're going to catch you one week.
Oh, I'm sure
there is
will.
a week coming that you're going to be, Clemson so bad.
Well, sure, when they
and
switched to Famaka, I can't say. I don't know his name. The backup quarterback. What I can't remember. It's a whole bunch of letters.
It's not as hard to say as people think it is.
I was looking at it this morning and I was like, how do you pronounce that?
His name is Taysom Fomachan.
Fomachan. Okay.
That's from the phonetic spelling that they send us.
Okay. All right. Yeah, once Fomachan takes over, maybe that offense will find some kind of a spark. But until then, I just find it baffling that it continues like, they're gonna do it this week. Yeah, well, they haven't scored more than 19 points against an FBS team this year, which is phenomenal.
Bad. It's real fucking bad.
Right. Like, were you aware that it was that bad?
Yeah. I was, but I thought that was going to stop at some point.
Yeah. Not against that Pitt defense. I'm telling you, Kenny Pickett, he's my man. Cincinnati and Baltimore. 1 o'clock start. We've already talked about Rashad Bateman. Who else you want from this game?
Oh, my God. That tastes like the inside of an old wool hat.
Oh,
That's
wonderful. That's awesome. Was that the Miami Cola one?
Oh, no, that's I ordered my usual delicious bang.
Mm-hmm.
My wife ordered hers, and hers got here first.
Uh-huh.
And I did not want to stop this morning, so I took one of hers, and that tastes like sadness.
It
tastes like birthday cake.
Doesn't taste like unicorns or at all?
Oh.
Is it birthday cake?
It is birthday cake.
Oh, that's gross. Who wants a birthday cake flavored energy drink?
30 Pops.
Yeah, stop that.
Stop making things. Honey,
This is weird.
Why in the fuck would you? That tastes like awful. And like Bang is delicious, but that one is bad. And I'm gonna keep drinking.
Yeah, of course you are, because you need it. Your body runs on energy drink.
Oh.
You're like your name should be Kyle, really.
God.
You got the mullet. You drink the energy drinks.
Oh.
I'm surprised you're not showing up shirtless at NASCAR events.
Oh, I would.
Oh, I'm sure you would.
100% would.
I'm sure you would. No, that's a lie, because the only way you'll go to one is if you can sit in the suite, and they won't allow you to go in there shirtless.
No, that may not be true at a NASCAR event. I'll bring out.
Oh, it's 100% true. You just wait until you go sit in the suite over at Bristol, and you'll go, okay, yeah, this is it. You did that for football.
Yeah.
You don't think you'd do that for NASCAR, where you have to wear earmuffs to even hear anything?
Well, I'm deaf as hell anyway, so
yeah,
it doesn't
but
really matter.
trust me, I'm deafer than you are, and I can't even stand it.
I go fast, turn left sometimes. Sorry,
I don't know how we got down this tangent.
Guarantee you.
All right, false start on the offense, 5-yard penalty. Let's get back into the games. On the Cincinnati side, who do you want fantasy-wise?
Jamar Chase.
That's the guy.
That's the guy. Jamar Chase.
All right, so the other day you said it was Tyler Boyd. What has changed your mind?
I'm not going to tell you that it's not that Tyler Boyd's bad. I'm not going to avoid Tyler Boyd. But Jamar Chase is just he's just a different animal.
Right.
The Ravens give up more explosive plays than you think. And if I told you the Ravens gave up 3 big chunk plays, how would you say that's split?
The Ravens give up 3 big chunk plays. I would say 1 goes to Tyler Boyd.
And the other 2 go to Jamar Chase.
I was going to say 1 would go to Joe Mixon. They might catch him out of the backfield.
They just never throw to him. They let Captain
Right.
America do that shit.
Not necessarily. Mixon had the big one last week. Wasn't it last week?
Chris
2
Evans
weeks ago?
had the big one last week.
It was one. Maybe it was 2 weeks ago when Jamar Chase threw that big block.
Yeah.
On the pass play.
I would still take 2
Right.
to Jamar Chase.
Okay.
I love Joe Mixon, and I don't hate him today, but
I don't know.
I would be on Jamar Chase.
I'm just not so certain they don't look at Marlon Humphrey and go, you deal with Jamar Chase.
And by the way, I am on Jamar Chase, just so you know.
Right. But why would the defensive coordinator not look at Marlon Humphrey and go, you take care of Chase?
I give you 2 reasons. 1, he would probably have 7 PIs in this game.
Okay.
2, I don't know that you don't just look at Jamar Chase and go, you get yours.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to shut down T. Higgins. I'm not going to let these ancillary parts get me. And I'll be honest with you, Marlon Humphrey's very, very good. He's very good at punching the ball out.
Right.
He's not the greatest cover corner you've ever met in your life. There's this mystique around him that he's a really great shutdown, lockdown corner.
Mm-hmm.
He's really not. I mean, Stephen Town may or may not agree with
He's
that.
just
we are talking about his Ravens.
He's just very, very physical. And you say that's why. That's why they wouldn't put him on Chase, because Chase is so much faster, and he'd have to be more physical to stop him.
I'll be honest with you, I don't think he can stop him. I think he can stop T. Higgins. I don't think he can stop Jamar Chase.
Okay.
To be honest with you, I don't know that there's a corner in this league that can stop Jamar Chase. He's getting to that, hey, I really don't give a shit point. Oh, they're playing against Jalen Ramsey. Okay. don't really care that much.
Yep. Like an AA meeting for sports. I've never seen this name before.
No, he's here all the time. You talking about Aboya?
Aboya?
I think that's how that's pronounced.
I've
never actually asked for a pronunciation.
Okay, this is the first time I've seen it. So,
your name.
Hey, Aboya.
Oh, he's awesome. He said I was what did he say Friday? That I was one of the best talkers in sports.
Nice.
It made me feel all warm and fuzzy.
One of the best talkers. Good for you.
It made me feel warm and fuzzy.
The Cincinnati Bengals. I don't like your chances today.
I think this game's closer than people think.
Okay.
A Bengals fan pissed me off before we picked this game with the Chiefs. So
okay. I was gonna say
when you
you're
get
gonna be
personal with me. It makes me want to just piss you off more. So,
right.
There's that. I think this game's close. This is my secret shootout of the week.
Okay.
I can't remember what the over-under on this game is. I pulled it just for this. So this one keeps going down, just like Tampa Bay and Chicago does.
Mm-hmm.
And they're wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. Wrong. This is the shootout of the day. This is the shootout you think Kansas City and Tennessee is going to be.
Really?
I believe so, yes. I have my own little DraftKings lineup that nobody could see until 1:02.
Because you don't want anybody else to have it.
No, you can't have this one. This one's mine, and I'm going to hold it very close to me.
That's so selfish.
Well, when in doubt, that's probably who I am.
So what makes it so shootouty?
There's two very good offenses, and I don't think they're two great defenses. Oh, but statistically, I don't care. Baltimore gives up a lot of chunk plays. Cincinnati hasn't played an offense this good.
Right.
This has shootout written all over it.
Okay.
And I think this is the most fun game of the day. I really do. I think we started way too hot here because this is the best game of the day.
I don't know. Look, to me, this looks like another setup for a gross matchup. I don't see it being so offensively explosive.
And I will tell you, at about 3 o'clock, I'm going to look at you and go,
what did you say?
You remember?
Yeah.
Do you remember? Do you remember what you said?
Right.
I love Lamar Jackson. I don't want anything to – and I'll tell you why I love Lamar Jackson, because I don't want anything to do with the running backs. Oh, Devante Freeman. Yeah, I'll pass.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Le'Veon Bell. Yeah, I'm good. Tyson Williams. Oh, they hate him. They feel about him – the way that the dude from You feels about his wife in the 3rd season. By the way, if you're one of those people that emboldened my wife saying that dude doesn't look like Baker Mayfield, you are wrong.
It took me a second to figure out what you were talking about. Yeah, I remember you tried to get me to watch that dumbass show.
Oh, it's so good. You stop talking. You watch shitty movies.
Yeah, I do.
King Fart on YouTube said Chase is physical as well.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
He is.
I don't care how you defend him. I love Jamar Chase.
Just hearing you say that for the 2nd year in a row is baffling.
Look, guess what? When Butte comes out this year, Ian, fuck it. He's just going to be real good.
He's going to be the number one wide receiver.
I'm not going to watch a second of tape on him. He's just real fucking good. And you know why? Because he went to LSU. Right. So the hell with it. I just don't care now that Go Tigers is gone. Every LSU receiver's good. Draft them all.
It's just hilarious to me. You're so off on the LSU receivers, and they're going to be rookies of the year back to back. That's crazy. Anyhow, the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. I like many things for Carolina in this game.
You're saying one wrong, but okay.
Why?
I like one thing.
You like DJ Moore?
Nope.
No. Who is it?
I like Chuba Hubbard. That is it.
See, I like DJ Moore in this game as well. I do like Chuba. It matches up. The matchup is pretty sweet for him.
I like Chuba Hubbard
because they're gonna try to limit the damage that Sam Darnold can do throwing the ball. They've already shown in the last 3 weeks that can kill them. Mm-hmm. And so I could see them trying to keep the ball on the ground a lot. And now, will they run Sam more? That's the question.
I think you'll see more of that. I just can't find a path that the Giants don't get blown out in this game.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's stunned that you're on Chuba Hubbard today.
As well they should be, because I don't like him. But he's going to put up fantasy numbers because the Giants can't stop the run, and they are going to run the ball down their throats.
Agreed.
I would love to say I like Robbie Anderson today, and I've tried to, but I don't.
He got dropped in one of my leagues.
And he should have.
You think so? You don't think he's worth hanging on to?
Oh, let's play a fun game.
You don't think the week is coming where he figures it out?
Let's play a fun game, shall we?
Okay.
Dupe. Where in PPR does Robbie Anderson rank?
Oh gosh.
Right now.
Oh, it's got to be like 72.
62.
Oh, so close.
He's behind. Let's see a fun one. He's behind Quez Watkins. He's behind Quintez Cephas.
Yep.
He's behind Kadarius Toney, who I think has only played 2 full games. He's bad. By the way, Calvin Ridley's 48.
Yeah.
I like him a lot today.
That's going to change. I was going to say that's going to change.
I like him a lot today.
As you should. I think he's my 3 this week.
He's not that high for me, but he's up there.
Mm-hmm.
He's up there.
So we've talked Chuba Hubbard. I like DJ Moore. I think Sam can have. I think Sam's going to have a usable day.
I think he'll be fine, especially 2 quarterback leagues, things like that.
Right.
I'm not overly in on him.
No.
I'm not rushing out to go get him or anything like that. I could see a path that this is his return to New York and he wants to shut everybody up.
Jonathan Wells says, you remember the receiver and the replacements with the stickum?
Yes.
That's Robbie Anderson.
Yeah.
Just trying to find anything he can do to hold on to the ball.
I want nothing to do with this game, really, outside of Chuba Hubbard.
Right.
And I'll be honest with you, the reason – and Chuba will be in the lineup that I give later for DraftKings. But I just think this game's going to be great. This is one of those that I look at and go, this is going to be 20-3.
Mm-hmm. If you're needing a defense this week, the Carolina Panthers defense.
This is a good choice.
Right. Get the Carolina Panthers defense on the waiver wire if you're still questionable about what defense you want to play today. Carolina Panthers.
This started as a 45 over-under, and it's gone down 2 points.
Right.
There's really, to me, nothing to like here.
No, because the Giants, again, they're killed by injury, so there's no Barkley, there's no Galladay, there's nothing to like.
Sterling Shepard would be the only one I would like if he's up, and I haven't seen an active.
I've heard all of the Devante Booker I want to hear. Stop that.
Yeah,
the Carolina Panthers they're not going to let Devante Booker trash them.
I want nothing to do with that.
The Washington football team and the Green Bay Packers, I mean, you're dumb. You're dumb if you don't have one lineup that has Devante Adams and Aaron Rodgers. To me, that's one of the stacks of the day.
I don't disagree with you. I tried my damnedest to get Derrick Henry and Devante Adams in a lineup, and it's not physically possible.
No.
Not without having – I'm punting defense. I'm going to give you a DFS lineup where you're going to see the team I am playing as my defense and go, oh, wait. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. Score a point. That's all I need.
Right.
But, yeah, Devante Adams is going to have a kill shot day. With no William Jackson, they're down to what? Kendall Fuller and Benjamin St. Just. Who, by the way, I love Benjamin St. Just, but he's a rookie going against Devante Adams. It's not going to go well.
It's not going to go well. Again, for Washington, I mean, Antonio Gibson, I mean, if you have him on your team, you have to play him. But,
do you, though? I like J.D. McKissick today. If I was playing a running back for the Washington football team,
you're really concerned about the shin?
Let me put it this way. When you hear 5 different stories come out of Washington about how bad that is and how long it's been happening, you should probably listen.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not telling you to bench him unless you have an equivalent option.
Right.
If you've got Cordero Patterson, don't think a damn second thing about it.
Mm-hmm.
Antonio Gibson sits, Cordero plays.
Yes.
Chuba Hubbard, I feel the same way.
Yep.
For me, let me look at my ranks for this week. Where do I have Antonio Gibson? He is number 26 for me this week. Just some guys I would play ahead of him. James Conner, Chase Edmonds. Miles Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, this is such a bad week. God, this is such a bad week. Missing, what do they call this? A fantasy Armageddon or something like that? A Buy-mageddon.
Buy-mageddon.
Because you've got all these teams on bye.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
I was killed.
Please don't do this again, NFL.
Yeah. I was killed on bye weeks.
This many good offenses in 1 week. Please don't do that.
Right.
It really robs me of my joy.
Right. I was so killed on bye weeks that I thankfully got in on the Dearness Johnson train in a couple of leagues.
That still shouldn't have worked.
It still shouldn't have worked. Well, it did. It got
still
27 points.
Yeah, it shouldn't have. He didn't mean to.
He'll probably end up being a top 12 running back. He'll definitely be an RB1 this week.
Certainly will. No, he didn't mean to. Justin Barton said, I've been hit by injuries and bye weeks. Gibson or Callaway in my flex. I would say Gibson. Marquez Callaway is going to fall victim to the Seattle monsoon of 2021.
Mm-hmm.
I want nothing that's not named Alvin Kamara tomorrow. And that includes DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. I want nothing to do with them.
I would agree with that. I would definitely agree with that.
It's going to be windy as hell and raining like a motherfucker.
Right. Yeah,
I'll pass.
Yeah, in your scenario here, Justin, it is Gibson.
Yep.
Gibson all the way.
To me, by a great deal.
Right. Kansas City, Tennessee.
Hey, here's the game you've been waiting to talk about
forever.
It's
Derrick Henry. It's Derrick Henry all day long. Because there's no way.
I don't see how you don't do it unless you think this is the day he gets hurt.
There is no way that Kansas City stops him.
If you're playing DraftKings and you don't have Derrick Henry, you're doing it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Mm-hmm. And pay the $92,000 or $9,200.
It's not $92,000.
It's not $92,000.
Not even $92,000. But
pay the $9,200.
This is such a gross week at running back. I tried to set a lineup without Derrick Henry, and I kept looking at it going, that's not a cash lineup.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a tournament lineup. It's not if you're playing cash and you don't play Derrick Henry, you're an idiot. Because he will be 95% owned in cash games.
As he should.
100%.
Yeah.
He should be that owned in tournaments, too.
Kansas City's, 27th in the league against running back.
I will
against
bet you.
The rush.
Going into this day, I will bet you 20% of lineups have Devante Adams and Derrick Henry.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with that is that I don't like enough cheap shit. I think you have to go one or the other. And I just like way more receivers today than I do running backs, which is a weird thing to say out loud.
I mean, there are several running backs that I do like today.
Yeah, you say, at least for me, you're saying three in a weird way that I've never heard before.
In DFS, sure.
I'm really talking just across the slate.
No.
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm looking at my rankings right now.
Mm-hmm.
Leonard Fournette is my 4.
4?
4.
Wow. I mean, he's up there, but
Darrell Williams is in my top 10.
Right.
Josh Jacobs is in my top 10.
Yep. As he should be. Josh Jacobs, Miles Sanders.
Damian Harris.
I want both of them.
Damian Harris is just outside of my top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Playing against the Jets.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think this could be I think this would be a good day for running backs.
I don't. But I will give you a cheap one later in the show.
Okay. For the Kansas City Chiefs, let's talk about the passing game. The passing game for the Tennessee Titans. I mean, I said it earlier this week. Stack the box. Go ahead. Then you're going to get burnt by A.J. Brown and Julio Jones.
If you're going to be brave and not play Derrick Henry, I think you have to play A.J. Brown. I really do. I don't think there's another way around it.
Mm-hmm. I can't get away from the no punt game that Kansas City already had this year. They could be the first team in a long time to have 2, maybe ever. Because I don't know that either of these defenses will be able to stop what the other wants to do.
No, I'm telling you, I think this clock's going to run more than people think.
Right.
This is not, and I could be wrong. This could wind up, and for me, even the cautionary tale, I think it's 31-27.
Okay.
I mean, I'm still right on the number that Vegas has set. I just could see more field goals than people think.
Okay.
There's this big belief that, neither one of these teams can stop the pass. And they can't. They've given up a lot of yards because they get in shootout games.
Mm-hmm.
In this game, according to Pro Football Focus, there are still 3 of the top 34 corners, actually 4 of the top 34 corners in the NFL. Just remember that.
Yep.
Just remember that I said that.
Yep.
I'm off Pat Mahomes today. I think he's going to be really – I'm talking for DraftKings.
Yep.
There are cheaper options that I like better. One of them is Lamar
I was going to
Jackson.
say, because he's going to have a day. He's going to have a big day.
Eric Bradley asked if Julio Jones is going to play. I'm actually glad you said that because I was looking up inactives as we speak.
The list I see says questionable.
Tennessee Titans, he is not inactive, but Chester Rodgers is.
Okay.
Oh, good Lord. A.J. Brown and Julio Jones, that's literally all they have.
Right.
No Chester Rodgers, so that means Josh Reynolds, I guess, is the 3.
Yep.
Ugh. Good Lord. If you don't fire up Derrick Henry, you did it wrong. I'm just – there's no way around it. But, yes, Julio Jones is up. So.
Yeah. I believe Patrick Mahomes is going to have a fantastic day, which
think
means
he'll be
Tyreek
fine.
Hill is going to go off.
That's the one that I think people are going to get drunk on.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the one I want.
You
There's
want
another
the
one.
other?
I want Mecole Hardman.
Really?
I do. I want Mecole Hardman.
Why?
Because I think they're going to double Tyreek Hill to keep him from beating them deep.
Okay.
And I could easily see Mecole Hardman doing it twice.
Right.
I got a feeling the only cure
Right.
is Mecole Hardman.
I mean, the Titans do you realize they give up over 50 points a week to wide receivers.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. I do.
Yeah. The Atlanta Falcons and the Miami Dolphins.
Hey, it's the game you're wrong about.
No, I'm not wrong about this.
Hey, it's the game you're wrong about.
No. I'm still taking Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know you are. Say it's on the screen.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
Then you're wrong. That's fine.
Okay.
This is another game
I'm
that
not
I can
trusting
see
the Miami
getting
Dolphins. I'm not trusting the Miami Dolphins. And I understand what you're saying. Tua's on my list of streamers this week.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it.
This is another game that Vegas has the number just grossly wrong on.
Jalen Waddle, he's going to have a big day. But on the other side, I just think, Calvin Ridley, Kyle Pitts, Matt Ryan.
If you're playing a Miami Dolphin today, who is it?
This is Jalen Waddle.
For me, it's Mike Gesicki. If I'm playing a Miami Dolphin today, it's Mike Gesicki.
Okay.
Jalen Waddle would probably be 2. Tua Tagovailoa would be 3. If I'm playing an Atlanta Falcon, it's Cordero Patterson.
Mm-hmm.
Then Calvin Ridley is very close to, and Kyle Pitts is 2B.
Okay.
I could see this game being like 41-38.
No doubt.
Neither one of these teams play any defense.
No doubt. I just think Atlanta's better. In an offensive shootout. In an offensive shootout, Atlanta's more experienced and they are going to be better at it.
By the way, where do I never like Matt Ryan?
On the road?
Outside.
Yeah, outside the dome.
I don't ever like Matt Ryan outside.
But it's Miami.
Yeah, and it's going to be humid and hot.
Okay.
I think the high for this game is like 86, and it's going to be humid as shit.
I don't care.
Yeah, I'm good. Those birds wilt outside. They're like house plants.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Cordero Patterson.
I love
He's
Cordero
another
Patterson.
one today.
I love Cordero Patterson today.
I can't see a reason to really fade anything in this game, but I think Atlanta wins.
Is that you should fade him, and I cannot for the life of me figure out why.
No. I'm not fading anything in this game. These are 2 of the worst pass defenses in the NFL.
Matthew Hoffman said, I can get Henry, Rodgers, and Adams all in the same DK lineup. Yeah, the only problem is that the other 6 players are me, him, Rashad Bateman,
and the Houston
Devante
Texans
Booker,
defense.
and the Houston Texans defense. Oh, I'm not saying I couldn't do it. I'm saying you shouldn't.
Right. Seems like a bad strategy to me.
Well, I would just love to know who the other players you have in that lineup are. Feel free to comment that in the comments.
Right. Share it with all of us. If you've made it make sense to where you can get that in, then everybody needs to know.
You know, now that you've said that, I'm going to try to build one while we're talking that makes any version of vague sense. I didn't do that for this show solely because I looked at it and went, no. but I'll try.
Yeah, Stephen Tao. We saw AA run in the Florida Heat. I get it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, I'm still out. I think it's I think it's just going to be a very good fantasy day for the Atlanta-Miami game. That actually might be one of the more entertaining games of the day.
If by entertaining you mean hard to watch, then yes, I can agree with you.
Well, if you're a fan of defense, sure. If you're just a fan of offense and scoring points, that could be the game. The New York Jets and the New England Patriots. This was my dumb bet of the week. My dumb bet of the week was taking the New York Jets plus the 7 on the road against the Patriots.
Yeah, it literally, as you were getting ready to say it, I saw that dumb flicker in your eye of I'm about to do some dumb shit.
Yep, dumb shit.
I am a Jets fan, and even I went, oh, wait.
No,
you got to turn my button.
I did. It's up now.
A little late.
I got there. Yeah, I mean, but the New York Jets and the New England Patriots, it's going to be the worst game of the day.
Pretty easily, too.
Right.
Oh, God.
I'm
making this make sense, and I don't like that.
I could very well see.
Oh, God.
What?
Oh, no.
What? He did it?
I made a Derrick Henry, Devante Adams lineup make sense.
Okay.
My quarterback's Lamar Jackson.
All right.
Running backs are Derrick Henry and Darrell Henderson. Receiver is Devontae Adams, Rashad Bateman, and Jacoby Myers. And then I double stack tight ends with Cole Kmet and Ricky Seals-Jones. And then I have the Jets defense.
I mean, that's going to be contrarian.
I made it make sense, and now I wish I hadn't. Why did you bait me into doing that? Because now I want to play that.
You should.
That makes me feel.
You should. You should definitely play that.
Damn it! I'm gonna fire that into a damn $10 or a $3 single entry.
And just see what he does.
Oh,
see what she does.
Oh, you watch. It's gonna outscore my big lineup.
No
it's
doubt.
Gonna make me hate everything.
That's hilarious. The New York Jets and the New England Patriots. Do you want any piece of this game?
Jacoby Myers.
You do want him?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm not craving it.
Right.
But if I get there, then I get there.
Damian Harris?
I don't love it.
I mean, your team hasn't been as good against the run as they have been. So, I mean, I could see it. He's a flex play.
I can't believe I found a lineup that actually would work with this.
Are you still stuck on that?
Yes, because I tried to do it all fucking morning long, and then you put a camera on me, and all of a sudden it worked.
Right.
Shit. Oh, shit.
All right, back to New England Patriots.
Yeah.
That's it? Jacoby Myers. No Damian Harris? You don't think he has a role today?
I mean, I've said this 4 times. If you're desperate, then yeah. This is a week that a living, breathing running back is playable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what more do you want? If he falls in the end zone, he's a back-end RB1. If he doesn't, he's a high-end RB3.
Okay.
That's how volatile this day is at running back.
Okay.
But this is also a game that's got a 42.5 over-under, and I think it's about 2 touchdowns too high. So, no, I don't really want anything from them. There are about 4 games on the slate that I look at and go, fuck, why would you do that?
All the Rams, none of the Lions. Or do you want any piece for the Lions? Do you want DeAndre Swift? He could be the only one I see as being playable.
I do see him. He's not just playable. I actually like him. Like
him?
Like a pretty great deal. like way more than I should.
Like send him a note in math class like him?
Check yes or no?
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, I'm to that point with DeAndre Swift.
Okay.
He has the weirdest role in all of sports.
Mm-hmm.
Because they virtually never give him between the tackles runs. That's almost always Jamal Williams. And I just do not give a shit. I mean, obviously today you're on T.J. Hawkinson because tight end. You think running back's bad? Oh, get to the back of the top 10 at tight end.
All right.
Just for posterity's sake, my 10 at tight end this week. Take him out. My 10 at tight end is Cole Kmet. And
Yikes.
that's all you need to know about that. Oof.
Yeah.
Oof. And that's, by the way, with Darren Waller potentially playing.
Mm-hmm.
If you take him out, Cole Kmet becomes 9. Ricky Seals-Jones is at 6, and Mike Gesicki's in the top 5.
So Hawkinson's a play.
Yeah, you have to. You don't have a choice.
Right. On the other side, for the Los Angeles Rams, obviously Matthew Stafford.
All of it.
Yeah. Cooper Kupp, not so much as Robert Woods. I'll be honest with you. I'm not really sure how much I love the wide receivers for them today.
Why?
Well, because I look at Detroit and I look at how they've been giving up their points this year. And they haven't really been harmed all that much by wide receivers. It's been the ancillary pieces that have gotten it done. I mean, they've given out 12 passing touchdowns so far this year. 8 of those have come to tight ends and running backs.
Robert Woods, and this is on my matchup evaluator, this is every player they could possibly throw at him.
Okay.
Robert Woods is number 12. Cooper Kupp is number 1. I mean, yeah, I'd love to.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be, I don't even think it's going to be contrarian, really. If you're,
you're just dumbfounded.
I mean, if you have him, obviously you're playing him. Cooper Kupp he'll be 20-ish% owned on DraftKings.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I'm seeing is Devante Adams will be lower owned, so I would rather have Devante.
Right.
But, I mean, yeah, if you want to go bold and you don't want to play Derrick Henry, hell yeah, fire you a lineup that's got Cordero Patterson, Chuba Hubbard,
and Darrell Henderson.
With Cooper Kupp and Devante Adams and the Texans defense and Uncle Rico playing quarterback. Fire that
with Sam Darnold playing quarterback.
It's too much.
It's too much.
Too much.
Tua?
Stephen Tao said nobody has Woods and Kupp. You'd be shocked. One day I'll just put out my Twitter mentions.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just start screenshotting it.
Yep.
You would be shocked at some of the stupid questions I get asked.
Okay.
Because there is since Stephen Tao said that, there is a person out there in Twitter land that doesn't just have Robert Woods and doesn't just have Cooper Kupp. He has Darrell Henderson and Sony Michel and Matthew Stafford and Tyler Higbee.
Wow.
You know why I know that? Because every week I get asked, which Ram should I sit? And he shows me his lineup, and he's got 7 of them right there together.
It could be a Tyler Higbee day.
Stephen Tao said my Twitter's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it can be.
Today could be a Tyler Higbee day, but it's
I like
definitely
Tyler Higbee a lot
it's
today.
definitely going to be a Darrell Henderson day.
I like Tyler Higbee a lot
Mm-hmm.
today.
Is it Darrell or Darrell?
Darrell.
Okay, Darrell Henderson. It's going to be a Darrell Henderson day. I do believe.
He will be super high owned on DraftKings. He's the one guy that's going to be really high owned that I could see shitting in your lunchbox, just solely because I could see him not having to be good. I could see Sony Michel starting to get workload in the back end of the third quarter, and it, duties in your lunchbox.
I don't know that I can see that. I mean,
running back so bad that I don't know that I
but
care.
But here's the thing: the Lions are so bad against the run, they're gonna get the run working. They're gonna get that going, and then I could see them hitting him with another couple of passes. And I think he had like 6 targets last week, caught 5 passes, got into the end zone. I think that's what I remember seeing about him. And I don't, like I said. The Lions have already given up 6 receiving touchdowns to running backs this year. And I get that Aaron Jones did 3 of them in one game, but still, I don't care.
I don't. You know what's happening right now that I really don't like?
What?
Rashad Bateman's trending on Twitter, and I don't like that. Stop that.
No, he's trending on Twitter. I checked this out before the show. The reason he's trending on Twitter is because everybody's nuts over him. Everybody wants to know, should I have him in my lineups? Do I need to get him on DraftKings? He is a very hot topic this week.
Yeah, there's a lot of people stealing my line. Today feels like a good day for Rashad Bateman to get his first NFL touchdown.
Yep. Is
bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
He's very popular.
That's fine. I don't care if you told me he's 90% owned. He's 3,400. I need him.
Right.
I don't even necessarily want him. I need him.
All right, let's look at the Philadelphia Eagles and the Las Vegas Raiders.
This is the most infuriating game of the day, and it's by a great deal.
Why? Because you don't know what's going to happen? It could go a number of ways.
The Darren Waller thing.
Okay.
Until I know whether Darren Waller is going to play or not, it changes how I look at this game.
Okay.
Because if you remember, I told you, and by the way, you want to go super contrarian on DraftKings? Play Darren Waller. Throw him in your flex. Just wait for inactives to come out. If he's inactive, chuck Darrell Henderson in there.
Mm-hmm.
Super contrarian. I'm not bold enough to do it. I might in a $3 lineup just because.
Just because.
Because if he plays, he's going to be like 0.2% owned.
Right.
And if he can physically walk, he will kill the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, that being said, I don't think he's going to play.
So tell me why Josh Jacobs is not going to have a day.
Because they don't give him that kind of run. He hasn't had more than 16 carries in a game all year.
Mm-hmm.
And there are a lot of people that are high on Josh Jacobs. I'm just not one of them. I know Philadelphia's bad against the run. I don't think that's how you're going to beat them.
Do you think Bisaccia wants to get are you afraid of Kenyon Drake being more involved?
That's part of it as well.
Okay.
I think 2 touchdowns against the Broncos is a very easy way for him to wind up more in the rotation.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the last thing I want, is him splitting more carries.
Okay. And on the other side, Miles Sanders. I mean, this is a game where good running backs should be able to eat. The problem is you got problems on both sides of the ball with how they call their plays.
Well, you got Nick Sirianni on one side, so.
That's what I'm saying. You got Miles Sanders, who's going to be held back by his coach. You got Josh Jacobs, who could be held back by his coach.
Well, a lot of people are saying, Nick Sirianni said we need to give Miles Sanders the ball more. That's the 3rd time he said that.
Yep.
He hasn't done it the previous 2 times.
But like I said, you got to believe at some point he's going to do it. And if he does it today, could be big. I get it's a gamble.
The Philadelphia Eagles I want this week are Jalen Hurts and Dallas Goedert. I don't mind that stack on DraftKings. If you're going to do that, you need a piece from the Raiders, and I don't quite know who it would be.
Okay.
If no Waller, I think it might be Hunter Renfrow.
Yep.
Don't go Foster Moreau. I know somebody's going to ask me that question before it's all said and done.
Pardon the Eagles fan says, if there is no Waller, I like our chances. Maybe it's just the homer in me. I think it's the homer. I think it's the homer in you.
Yeah, here's what I'm asking. No Darren Waller?
How much you want for him?
I don't care. The Raiders are going to smoke Philadelphia today.
If Waller doesn't play?
Don't care.
Okay.
I don't care if Waller plays. I don't care if Rich Bisaccia shows up. I don't care if Mark Davis got his hair cut. I do not give a fuck. They are going to beat the piss out of the Eagles today.
Okay. That's one of the lines of the week that I looked at and went, 3? I think it's down to 2 now.
Mm-hmm.
It's wrong.
There's a belief in Philadelphia that there's not in here, in this studio.
Yeah, very much so. Tampa Bay and Chicago, we already talked about this game pretty much. I mean, Tom Brady, I think Chris Godwin's the guy to have. We both agree that Leonard Fournette should be played. And for the Chicago Bears, I'm not trusting anything. But you say Allen Robinson.
Allen Robinson.
You almost vomited when you said that.
It's between that birthday cake bullshit and Allen Robinson. I'm getting a little. It's starting to. It's sour cream part 2.
Not good.
Microwave sour cream part 2. This time it's for real.
The Arizona Cardinals and the Houston Texans.
Talk about something that's not for real. I don't want dick to do with this.
Oh, I do.
I don't.
I want the Arizona pieces.
Well, and that's the thing. Everybody seems to be going nuts over DeAndre Hopkins. First of all, they space the ball out better than any team in the league. I could see this being one of those weird weeks where Kyler Murray turns the ball over 3 times because this has trap game written all over it. I still think they cover, but I could easily see this game being like 24-0, 21-3, something just gnarly.
God. I hope not.
By the way,
I really hope not, because the masterpiece that this offense could put on against Houston, they're not going to need to, but I mean, everything could be great for them today.
The weird defense that I'm playing today is the Houston Texans.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know why?
Because you think Arizona gets up so much that they just take their foot off the gas?
No. It's all about the money. Because it's the only one that fits.
Ah.
They're $2,000, and they are the only way I could get all 7 of the players I wanted in a lineup.
Gotcha. So you only had 2,100 left.
I had 2,000 on the nose. The only one I could have was the Houston Texans.
Gross.
And I went, which do I care more about? Defense?
Yeah, but they can lose you points, can't they?
They can, but you also can't leave it empty. Trust me, if you could, I would.
I would. I wouldn't play defense
They won't
at
let
all.
me do that because then I could have Devante Adams and Derrick Henry in my big boy lineup,
Right.
and I would be hunky-dunky.
Okay. All right. I hope they don't lose you enough points. I hope it gets to the point where the Cardinals are just cruising so much that they take their foot off the gas and they don't put up 58.
I may audible something to get to put the Jets in there. I don't
Right.
know.
See, that's the one I think you should do. Jets +7. Jets +7. I'm just going to speak it into existence
Yeah, no, you're not.
because it works so well for me.
Yeah, it's not your home run swing by any stretch.
By the way, congratulations to the Atlanta Braves for making the World Series for the first time since 1999. Well, I jinxed my Red Sox. At least I didn't jinx the Atlanta Braves.
Correct.
That's the only point I was trying to make there.
Thanks, Spencer. Kiss of death.
Right. The Sunday night game tonight, Indianapolis, San Francisco. I'm hearing this one's going to be interesting weather-wise. It's going to be like 30-mile-per-hour winds.
I have heard that as well.
And it could be raining. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
I don't want anything in this game.
I mean, Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah. I mean, Jonathan Taylor, and then what?
Nothing.
There you go.
No Carson Wentz. Because no Carson Wentz, they're gonna have Carson Wentz, but I'm saying I'm not on Carson Wentz. And so that means Michael Pittman's out for me. San Francisco, the only guy that I would want from that team, I think, is Deebo Samuel.
I don't even want him.
Right.
If it's raining and gross and
Right.
You want a real easy bet, in my opinion?
What's that?
The over-under on that game is 42.5.
Under.
Under!
Bring back the screen.
I hadn't done that in a while.
You haven't. Not since the, what was the name of that show? What did we call it? Fantasy Game Time Decisions. That was a fun little podcast we did like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
It died.
It did. It did. Well, it got replaced by this show.
Yeah. It had a cool logo.
Mm-hmm. It did. That was some of your finest work.
Mm.
Some of your finest work. Yeah, nothing from tonight's game, and then New Orleans and Seattle.
Which is just...
It's going to be the letdown of the week. Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, take your spouse to dinner tonight and tomorrow night. Just do it twice. Really throw them off the trail.
Right.
I would rather spend time with you than watch Sunday Night Football.
Mm-hmm. Stephen Tao says Mitchell is expected to have 17 points this week. He could.
I could see that.
He could.
happening.
He actually could.
Because, they may run combined 80 times.
Right. So he could. Yeah.
That's one of those games that might be over at 10:30 because the clock never stopped running.
Right. Anyways, those are all your matchups. That's all the matchups for Week 7. Any other questions in the comments? Have you seen it? Ruggs or Corey Davis? Henry Ruggs or Corey Davis?
Henry Ruggs. Pretty aggressively. Jonathan Welch asked, why is the logo beer red? First of all, there are a lot of red beers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if I said A or one.
What are they called?
The other.
I think they call those amber ales.
They do. The other is that we changed the logo to the North Carolina State flag's colors.
Right.
There is a reason for that, and we will let you know as soon as possible. By the way, tomorrow's ESPN Radio show is going to sound a lot different.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we have new toys and new buttons and shit.
Yep, we got a lot of work to do before we get there, but
yeah, tomorrow's gonna suck.
Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun day. Fun day. Anyhow, anybody else that we haven't talked about that is going to be a big fantasy hit this week? I mean, obviously Kyler Murray. I'm all over Kyler Murray in that Arizona game.
I feel like
We
I
didn't
should say
mention his
Cole
name.
Kmet's name again.
Cole Kmet.
Just, tight end whisper. I feel like I should say his name one more time. If I was going deep diving at running back, yeah, I just wouldn't play.
Chase Edmonds.
That's not deep diving this week.
I know it's not deep divey, but still.
And really, no, there's just not a lot of deep dive for me.
Oboye says
CJ
Uzomah.
I don't mind him. He's a volatile piece of that offense, and I'm not sure that I want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Tight end, I'm going. If I'm not going Cole, that reminds me, one thing we haven't done. My DraftKings player pool of the week.
Oh, yeah. Oh, nice. Okay, so you got Patrick Mahomes, Matthew Stafford, Jalen Hurts, Ryan Tannehill, Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson is the one that I'm all over.
I left him off my list this week because I just
These are in no particular
Right.
order, by the way. These are when I trim it down, I go in with 5 quarterbacks, 8 receivers and running backs, 3 tight ends, 3 defenses.
Yeah. That's a game that I think could be a letdown.
Which one?
The Baltimore-Cincinnati game.
I'm telling you right now, I'm going to remind you that you said that.
You will. But that's why I left him off. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is not on that list, which is weird to me.
Because I could honestly see it being Aaron Jones. See, the 5 quarterbacks that are up there, I do not see a path where Pat Mahomes is bad.
Mm-hmm.
I can see him not being as good as you want him to be.
Right.
But I don't see a path he's bad. I don't see a way Matthew Stafford doesn't throw for 300 yards. I don't see a way that Jalen Hurts doesn't score a lot of points. I don't see a way that Ryan Tannehill doesn't score a lot of fantasy points. And Lamar Jackson is – what else are they going to do?
Mm-hmm.
Do you really think they're going to hand the ball to Devante Freeman 25 times?
No.
Which means what? Oh, and by the way, after Lamar was less than fun last week in their blowout,
Mm-hmm.
the number will be way lower on him than you think.
Okay. Aaron Rodgers, I'm not I'm just saying he's going up against the worst pass defense in the league. You got to have him in the top 5, in my opinion. I don't know.
So who do you take out?
Hurts.
You're drunk.
Oh, you think he's going to have another 3 total touchdown day?
What else do you think they're going to do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they should give the ball to Miles Sanders. Cool. Do you call plays? Because if you did, then I would go, hey, that means a rat shit to me.
Right.
The fact Nick Sirianni's given the ball to Miles Sanders 25 times in 3 weeks makes me go, no,
Okay.
There's no way I'm taking out
All right.
and I'm not down on Aaron Rodgers. It's just I look at quarterback and go, for the price, I mean, I'm right at Lamar Jackson, who I would have light years ahead of him.
All right. Running backs, Derrick Henry, Darrell Henderson, Cordero Patterson, Devontae
Well, I might as well
Freeman.
have just stopped there because the top 3 is all that really matters.
Oh,
if
the
you
top
really play a running back not named those 3, I'm going to need you to explain it to me in no less than 50 words.
Eesh. Devontae Freeman at 4.
He's just so cheap.
Right.
There has to be a cheap running back on the player pool just solely because lineup construction.
Because you have to play Derrick Henry.
Somebody has to be cheap.
Right.
And if you want to go Derrick Henry and Devontae Adams, who, by the way, is not on this list solely because I couldn't find a way to get him into my lineups until we did this live. But he is the number 1 receiver on the day. Rashad Bateman, to me, is the free square on the board. I'll tell you a guy we haven't talked about.
Okay.
Terry McLaurin's a guy we hadn't talked about.
Yeah.
That's going to go better for him than people think. I like him. I like Ricky Seals-Jones. I could see a path. And this is contrarian, and I'm not saying I advise you do it. I'm just saying I could see a path that you get here where you play Ricky Seals-Jones, you play Terry McLaurin, and you play him with Taylor Heineke.
Mm-hmm.
I could see getting there. I'm not going to do it because there's too many cheap receivers that I like this week.
All right.
I like Mecole Hardman. I like, obviously, Rashad Bateman.
Calvin Ridley's very, very high on my list this week.
He's high on mine, too.
Number one. His number one receiver for you.
Well, they're not ranked. That's just the 8 that were in the player poll.
Oh, okay.
As I was arranging lineups, that's the 8 that somehow found their way on my screen the most.
Okay. Gesicki, Pitts, Tyler Higbee.
I think you're okay with any of those.
Higbee especially.
I really do. I think you're good with any of those.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas Goddard is another one that I really like. You kind of have to be in on the Jalen Hurts thing if you're going with Dallas Goddard.
Right. And then Cardinals, Jets, Buccaneers on the defense.
Bucks if you want to spend a lot. Cardinals if you want to spend in the middle. Jets if you're going cheapy.
I think the Buccaneers are one defense that you could spend up for and feel very comfortable because I could see a whole bunch of sacks in this game.
They really change your roster construction, though. That's the bad thing is that they take you out of that third high-end play. So, I mean, you can keep Cordero Patterson, you can keep Darrell Henderson, but if you go high at running back with Henry, if you go high at quarterback with Lamar or Aaron Rodgers or whoever, you're not getting that third guy.
Okay.
So now you're at Rashad Bateman and Dallas Goddard, which is fine. You can build a roster that way. I want the third one.
All right. Again, remember, if you're going to lay down wagers for the day, do so at betus.com, betus.com, and use the promo code Sportsocracy, and they will give you a deposit bonus of 125%, which means your favorite phrase, Jeremy, go ahead.
If you put down $100, they'll give you $125 in free play tokens that you can use on any of the games that we picked today. Speaking of the games that we picked, here is our Beat the Chief scoreboard from this week.
Nice.
These are all the teams that we took against the number by each one of us.
Yep. I'm at odds with y'all on a lot of games this week, and that makes me concerned.
Yeah, you should take the thin blue line and the top white line, and you should go that way.
Do the averages?
Because he has the Jets.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I put the Jets in the middle just so your eye would be drawn to the fact he took the fucking Jets.
Oh, yeah. I took the Jets. I took the Falcons. I got some spicies this week. I got the Titans against the Kansas City Chiefs.
This is one of those weeks that I see me and Chief Zach sitting here at 11-2, and we look at Tank and go, "How did your week go?"
Right.
I was 5-6. Or wait, I did the math wrong.
Whatever.
I was 7-5.
Yeah. I'll take my chances. Just trying to be different. Trying to be contrarian. You always say that's a good thing.
No, it's a good thing in DFS. It can be a good thing, but this is just one of those weeks that I don't think it's a good thing in the NFL.
I took too many wild swings this week, is what you're trying to tell me.
I will have I'll have a money line parlay in the NFL out on the website before lineups lock at 1 or before bets lock at 1 o'clock.
Right. And again, if you want to get one in, get it in at betus.com. Betus.com. Use the promo code Sportsocracy and get that deposit bonus of 125%. Social today to watch some football if you want to join us over in East Asheville. I got a football parents meeting that I got to go to, and then I'll hop over there and
I will be there.
Hang out as long as I can.
I will have a beer in my hand before the cameras have cooled down. I have not left my house in 2 days, and I have slept aggressively.
You know what I smell coming? It's going to be a Jeremy Monday morning hangover.
I could easily see that. I hadn't done the show with my sunglasses on in a while, so.
That's true. You can witness it right here in the Sportsocracy. We will be live tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. with your recap of Week 7, hits and misses, all that coming your way in the Sportsocracy tomorrow morning here in the Wicked Weed studio.
Jonathan Welch said, guess Monday Night Football doesn't count anymore. No, that's another graphic because today's not Monday.
Right.
That's sponsored by somebody else.
WickedWeedBrewing.com. Drink different.
That one.
Yeah. I'm Tank Spencer. He's Jeremy Greene. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, and we will see you tomorrow.